Bless everyone! Welcome to another live weekly reading. As I told you all before, I am doing this reading an hour early so that I can go to my little brother's birthday party. We're throwing him a little birthday party today. He really wanted to have his birthday party early because I'm still in town and he wanted his sister to be there. So super cute that he's having me here doing his party early so that he can have me here for it. So with that being said, we are starting off right now, right here, with another weekly reading live from me, Readings by Rissa, aka Rissa Vibes, and so happy to connect with all of you today. It's pretty cold out here in Indiana. It is really, really beautiful, actually. I'm not used to the cold and I'm not used to the seasons, and so it's been really nice being from Arizona to come here to Indiana and just experience the cold weather, a little bit of rain, a little bit of sleet, and just way different temperature for sure. So that's why I've got my coat on and I'm all bundled up. I've got my heater going in here in the outside gazebo, and I've got my tunes playing as well. Let me know if those tones in the background, the music in the background is too loud, and let me know if you guys can hear me well, just so that I know that the volume's okay. So, like we always do on lives here, connected for every Sunday live reading, we're going to just take a little bit of time as we all get acquainted, as we all connect, to feel free to comment where you're joining from, how you're feeling today. Let's do a little check-in of our own energy. And also in that check-in, let's all connect to Source together for a couple of deep breaths as a collective with this beautiful web of light community that we've created here on these YouTube readings. So let's go ahead and start with just a nice deep breath in. Big breath out to relax, releasing any tension, any energy that doesn't serve you, just feeling it fade away as you relax more with another deep breath in. And big breath out to relax fully. And another deep breath in, biggest one yet, opening up to all our spirit guides' messages for this week. And big breath out to relax, grounding into Mother Earth Gaia, feeling our connection in our body, in earth, in life, as you open your eyes. I love doing these cleansing breaths right at the beginning of these readings, and I've kind of gotten a little bit away from it in the last few readings, so I brought it back last week and it felt really good. So I'm going to continue doing that as we connect, because when we connect here together on these lives, we are also connecting to everyone else that decides to join and watch these lives later on. And so it's really great as a collective to do those 3 breaths and to feel that cleansing energy, because we're creating a ripple effect in relaxation, in release of energy that doesn't serve us, in connection, in unity, and just divine existence together with this high vibrational community. So it's really, really great to have that conscious moment of breath and thought and connection. I'm going to turn this down a little bit because it seems to be kind of loud. Okay. So let's go ahead and start this reading off with a little bit of a review of last week. I've got my beautiful notes here to keep me focused on all the details that I have absorbed intuitively for this week to come, and to also review last week's cards. So last week's cards for the beginning of the week, we had cleanse, and that really encouraged us to welcome in that cleansing energy. We took some cleansing breaths last week and we just did some now. This is going to be a theme that is going to continue, I believe, until the end of the year, just cleansing out things that don't serve us as we prepare for 2020. Then the middle of the week card last week was answered prayer, letting us know that the prayers that we have asked for, the prayers that we have prayed, the things that we have asked for, and the things that we're manifesting are already on their way. They are absolutely real and absolutely possible, and that Source answers our prayers immediately. It's important that we just receive them, and that's what usually takes the time in manifestation, is our ability to open up and receive that answered prayer fully, and to see the answered prayer revealed to us fully as we open up to it. And then the last end of the week card, my little brother pulled it for us last week, and it was patience. Patience was our last card, really encouraging us to have patience with those answered prayers, knowing that everything is in divine timing, allowing us to really connect to that awareness of divine order and divine timing, knowing that Source brings us our blessings for a reason at a specific time. And so really important for us to surrender to that divine timing and divine order and to have patience in our awareness of our blessings and answered prayers. Really good cards last week. Let's go ahead and do a quick check-in with everybody that's here. We've got a few people on today. Renee is here. Hey, caught you live finally. Yes, so glad you're here, Renee. Eric says, hi all, hello. Leslie's here. Hi, sister. Hi, Vibers. Big love to you all. Yes. Gayton is here. Awesome to be here with Vibe Fam. Yes, and Diary of Coco connecting. Love it, love it, love it. And feel free to let me know if there's any issues technologically wise, because Andrea's here. Hi, goddess. Hello. If you guys have any issues with video pausing or audio being faint or anything like that, please feel free to comment on that as well, so that I know. Because I'm in Indiana, things are a little bit different than when I'm at my home office and doing these readings from there. So if there's any kind of noise or issue, I do have this heater on right next to the phone, so let me know if that's conflicting with sound at all, or if anything else occurs during this reading, so that I can make sure to address it immediately. Okay, so Renee says, cold in AZ also, you sound fine. Thanks, Renee, for that validation. And yeah, I heard it was pretty cold in Arizona too, that they've had some rain and even some tornado warnings in certain places. Really crazy. So I'll be going back to even more extreme weather conditions when I get there. Little Jamesy is here. Hey, little Jamesy. I'm so happy to see you on here, brother. That's my soul brother right there. Love that you're here, man. And I can't wait to talk to you soon. I hope we can get on a call soon and connect. So let's go ahead and start with a beautiful reading of the spirit messages of this week to come. Really, really exciting here. So the first message that I got for this upcoming week, 12/1, which is today, December 1st, to 12/8, December 8th. That's the week we're covering right now as we go into it. First message is a continuation of last week's energy and stepping into your soul power. This is going to be something that we're going to experience all December. We talked about the card of the month per the annual reading that I did at the beginning of 2019, and the card of the month for December was power. And so we're really moving into that sense of power within ourselves. We're really stepping into divine soul power and recognition of our own strength and of our own resilience. And so with that, it's not always going to be easy. It's not always going to be easy to step into our power, right? Because what does really stepping into our power mean? It means that we're realizing, like I said, our strength, our resilience, our ability to be confident and courageous and brave, our ability to be aware of our abundance and our talents and our gifts and to use them fully and to feel empowered in that. That's not an easy thing to accomplish, because there's so many things outside of us that try to limit our perspective on our resilience or on our strength or on our confidence and courage. And so this is something that's really important to understand, because as we move into December, we are going to feel very empowered, but we're also going to have certain experiences, maybe contrasting experiences, that encourage us to recognize our power. We can't really always recognize our power just by recognizing it. Sometimes we need a contrasting experience, or sometimes we need a little bit of a sticky situation or an uncomfortable circumstance for us to realize our resilience or our strength and to feel confident in that, because we see it at play, we see it working, and we're kind of pushed sometimes into a corner in order to show ourselves that kind of strength and soul power. So contrast may arise to show our strength or resilience and the things we need to face within this year and within ourselves, so that we can get better and rise to our full power. And so this is really important too, that sometimes contrast and tapping into our soul power, sometimes the contrast we experience is there to show us what we need to face within ourselves, what we need to work on, what we still haven't all the way mastered yet. And how are we going to know those things if it's just an easy road and we're getting everything we want, right? That's not going to really show us what we still need to work on. Contrast is what shows us what we still need to work on. And that's why it's so necessary in our life. That's why duality is a beautiful thing. And so when we can recognize that when we're in those hard times or in those contrasting circumstances, that this is actually a gift, allowing us to see how we can do better, or how we can feel better, or how we can really rise to a new level of power, then we start to really appreciate that contrast instead of feeling completely defeated by it. It's really important to release any defeatist kind of energy, anything that makes you feel like you just can't do it, or you don't have the strength, or you're just not capable. Let those thoughts and those emotions go, because you absolutely are capable, and it's all in your mind. If you're not letting your mind believe that you're capable and strong and courageous and powerful and resilient, then you're not going to experience that kind of energy. So trust that just by thinking better, just by being more aware of your soul power in your mind and choosing that perspective, you become way more powerful, and you start to see the manifestation of that power play in your life. Super important. Now, also with this, it's time to get in shape. It's time to tune and tone up. This is important on every level. I just went to the gym yesterday, and it felt amazing, especially after the Thanksgiving holiday, eating just a whole bunch of stuff. And I stayed pretty good on my restrictions, but I bent a little bit, and I definitely ate a lot, being that I'm with family. And so going to the gym just in general felt really good. I feel toned up. My body is sore. I felt like I really got some really great workouts in yesterday. And this was something that I really received as a spirit message for this week, because this is something that we all really need right now. We need to feel that strength in our body. We need to feel release of toxins from our body physically. We need to feel release of tension and resistance and overthinking. And that idea, like we just said, that defeatist attitude, we need to release that mentally. Emotionally, we need to release negative emotions. We need to feel better. We need to choose to feel better. We need to choose to connect to our positivity and to our happy emotions and excitement and experience in that way. We also need spiritually to raise our vibration. What does that mean? Well, we all vibrate at a different frequency, right? And that's a beautiful thing. We're all unique individuals vibrating at a different frequency, just like every object vibrates at a different frequency. And that's what makes it what it is, right? And so it's the same thing for us. That vibration makes us who we are, but we can raise it. Raising it doesn't change our vibration and who we are. It just brings us more into our power. It brings us more into our purest positive potential as that unique individual. And that's what we want to do. So when we raise our vibration, we can do so in so many different ways. By doing all the things I just listed, going to the gym, working out, getting physically strong, cleansing the body, cleansing the mind, cleansing the emotions, cleansing any part of you that's resistant to your power and to your high vibration, being around more high vibrational people and beings and situations, thinking more positively and keeping those positive expectations in your mind and in your focus. Also, listening to solfeggio tones can raise your vibration. That's what we're doing here on this video as we listen to the background music. And other ways, just self-care can be raising a vibration tactic, a tool for that. Also, journaling and meditating can absolutely raise your vibration. Playing with crystals and connecting with them, pulling cards, being more intuitive, tapping into your spirit, connecting with your spirit guides and your angels and your passed on loved ones. These are all ways to raise your vibration. Eating more cleanly, drinking more water. There's so many ways to raise your vibration, and that's what we want to focus on so that we can really get in shape in every way, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. All of that needs to be a focus this week as we end this year of 2019 and go into 2020. Let's get tight up. Let's get toned up. Let's get tightened up. Let's tune up. And that's going to really help us go through the next several weeks in this 2019 year. Now, it's also important to really let go of competitive energy and competitive expectations or spirit. Now, this is important as well, because as we all rise into our soul power, what happens is we rise into our soul power and we step into our power in different stages, at different levels, and at different times. Everybody is going to be connecting to their soul power at a different time. So you may see one of your close friends, or maybe somebody that you're not too fond of, stepping into their power and before you step into yours, and that can kind of create this competitive, jealous energy that we do not want to play off of. We do not want to go down that path. So let go of competition, let go of the need to be better than anyone else, and allow yourself to really surrender to the awareness that you are just meant to be the best you can be, and that it doesn't mean that you have to be better than someone else or that somebody else is better than you. It just means that you are stepping into your unique power, and everybody's unique power is different. So be appreciative and loving and kind to people who are stepping into their power maybe a little bit more than you are at this time. Doesn't mean that it's going to stay that way. You will rise to your power. Also recognizing when maybe you've stepped into your power and somebody else hasn't really stepped into their power yet. That's okay too, and you don't want to belittle them or make them feel less than because they're not there yet. You want to encourage them and be friendly and loving and kind and compassionate to them so that you can help them raise into their power and be a part of that process. That's a beautiful experience if you allow it. So channel the energy of competition into just being the best version of you that you can be, instead of trying to be better than someone else or trying to feel better than someone else. Or have them feel better than you, right? Really loving yourself is super important in this as well. And this will really clear any jealousy or competitive aggression, because that is just not going to help us raise our vibration. It's going to bring our vibration down, and we don't want that, okay? So allow yourself to let go of competitive thinking and energy. The next spirit message is appreciate what makes you you. Now, we just talked a little bit about being the best version of you can be, but this is a little bit different than that. This is appreciating that best version of you. That's appreciating your unique quality, appreciating the fact that nobody on this earth, nobody in this universe is like you. And that is a beautiful thing. And so really recognizing what makes you unique. Why are you the way you are? What are you? Who are you? Really? Taking away all the roles that you play, maybe father, brother, sister, mother, accountant, intuitive, woman, male. These are all roles that we play. These are all kind of labels that we have. We are still something deeper than that. We have a true essence of ourselves that is unique outside of just the roles that we play. And so allow yourself to really do some reflecting on what makes you uniquely you, what is unique about you, and appreciate those unique qualities, because that is why you're here in this universe, and that is what you want to enjoy and embody and feel confident and courageous in. That's part of your soul power. So allow that to be something you reflect on, and I guarantee you're going to walk away from that reflection feeling so good and so unique and so proud of who you truly are. And that's a beautiful thing to have in this world. So give yourself a nice reflection on that. Don't try to be anything or anyone that you're not, because you're not meant to be anyone else. You're meant to be you for a reason. And it's too much energy to try to be something you're not or be someone you're not. So let all of that go and just appreciate who you truly are. Accept yourself fully. Admire yourself fully. Love yourself fully and unconditionally, just as you admire and accept other people that you may look up to. It's important to go within and do the same for yourself. That's what's going to build yourself up so much more. So really important. And then one of the last messages, not the last one, but one of the last messages is celebrate the big and the little wins this week. We're going to have a lot of positivity and a lot of blessings this week, but we're also going to have some contrast. And so it's going to be a little bit of an up and down week, but we want to really honor not just the big, amazing kind of goals and achievements, but we also want to admire and acknowledge the small achievements, just the ability to maybe think before you speak, or the ability to not cut someone down that hurt your feelings, or the ability to take a couple of breaths throughout the day and focus on checking in with yourself. Those might seem small and mediocre to some of you, but those are important to still recognize. Those are little wins, and you want to celebrate them. When you celebrate the little wins, the bigger wins will show up even more prominently for you, and so will so many more little wins as well. So use that law of attraction, that power of attraction, and bring in those wins by celebrating all of the achievements that you have this week and feeling really confident and grateful for it as you do. And then let's see how everybody's doing, because I know some people have been commenting. Love that Jamesy's on here talking to everyone. I see him and Andrea talking. I know Andrea did an amazing portrait of little Jamesy. It was so beautiful, and one of me too that I have hanging up in my office. I love it. Amanda is here. Hi everyone, sending blessings your way. Thank you, Amanda. So good to see you. Willpower Awaken is here with love. Empress Trana is here. Happy December all. Yes, absolutely. Willpower Awakens says challenge to rise higher. Yes, and sometimes it can be challenging to raise our vibration, but that's part of that activation of our soul power, really feeling that persistence and dedication to raising our vibration. And when we do, through that dedication and that connection, we become more proud of ourselves, which raises our vibration naturally anyway. Jaden is here. Hey, Jaden. Jaden's in the living room chilling out, but he's still joining us. I love that. Thanks, Jaden, for showing up. And Anita's here as well. Namaste, Rissa, and everyone. Absolutely. So good. Little Jamesy says, words of wisdom, Rissa. Thank you so much, bro. So let's continue on with these spirit messages. The next one is inner conflict can be resolved with deliberate focus on Spirit's divine intervention. Now, there are going to be things that happen in our life that we just don't know how to respond to. We don't know how to overcome. We don't know maybe what is happening within us. We don't know what this inner conflict is or means and how to get through it, how to process it. When you're at a kind of standstill in that way, so important to just ask for divine intervention, reminding yourself that you have spiritual forces outside of you that can help you in any situation you encounter. This is so important. We forget that. Sometimes we think we're just in it on our own, that we have to do it all ourselves, that we have to figure everything out on our own. It's not true. We have divine spiritual forces outside of us that are ready to intervene at any time. We just have to ask for it. They will not intervene without our permission. So make sure that you take the time, if you're feeling inner conflict that you don't know how to resolve, just ask for spiritual guidance from your angels. Ask Source to bring you clarity. Ask Source to clear confusion. Ask Source to bring you a solution, to show you the way, to light the way, to guide you to what you're trying to understand or what you're trying to release or whatever that inner conflict is for you. That is absolutely possible. And when we do that, we are immediately answered in many different ways. We have to also keep our eyes open and our ears open and our intuition and our heart open to receiving that guidance. We can't just say, hey, Spirit, help me out on this, and then go back into negativity and just kind of put our blinders on and not even look for the solution and kind of wallow in our sadness. No, we have to ask for Spirit's help, and then we have to say, I know you're going to bring it to me. I am ready to receive it. I am going to be seeking and looking and keeping my eyes and my heart and my ears open for your answer, Spirit, because I know it's coming to me. So thank you for already answering that answered prayer like we had last week, or that answer to my conflict. Even if you might not have seen the answer yet, it will come if you choose to open your eyes and heart and ears to it. So allow yourself to really just ask for divine intervention when you need it, and it will show up for you in your life. And then the last spirit message of this week is that we are coming to an end of a decade. That is so amazing, and that's why I titled this reading today, because we are at the end of a decade. 2019 is the end of the teens, right? Of the 2000s. And so important. We've gone from 2010 to now almost 2020, and we are really ending a huge era. So it might be important, and we talked a little bit about this last week as well, might be important to allow some of that nostalgia of the last 10 years, some of that reflection, some of that history of the past, to kind of just fade into your life here and there, just for reflection and for understanding and for just observation of how the last 10 years have been for you and what you've learned, what you've grown in, what you've grown from, what you've let go, what you've healed from, what you've achieved. All of these things are really great to reflect on. Connections you've made, understandings within yourself that you've had, intuition building, vibration raising, whatever that means to you. Give yourself some time to reflect on this decade, because we are ending a decade at the end of this month, and that is a big deal. So let yourself reflect on that. It's super important. And we went from 2010, which was 2010, all alignment and alignment to our faith, alignment to our purpose. That 2 is purpose and faith and connection. And the 1 is alignment. And then we've got the zeros, which are all about Christ energy and source energy, that oneness within all. That connection, that circle, right? The circle of connection, circle of life, the spiral of evolution. And so we're moving from that energy into 2020, which is a complete alignment, a complete unity. We've got the 20 now, 2 20s actually. And so the 2s, like I said, faith, purpose, connection, unity. We've got double 20s coming into this next year. And so we're going to feel even more unification with our purpose, our passion, our life's experience, our life's plan. And we're going to feel more faith in that as well. And so allowing ourselves to really reflect on how we've already evolved in that way and how we will continue to evolve moving forward in 2020. So important. I think a lot of us are really tapping into who we truly are. A lot of us, like we said, are stepping into our soul power. A lot of us are unifying with our true purpose and life path, and our true passions and our true commitments to them, and our faith in that divine intervention and source consciousness and creative conscious power that we have to create our reality. So a lot of mastery going on for the next year as we move into 2020. Super exciting. So let's just celebrate that, right? Let's just be so grateful and so aware that we have ended a decade, or we're ending a decade this month, and that we've done so well at moving through, at surviving the last 10 years, at pushing ourselves and stepping into uncomfortable situations and pushing our limits and allowing ourselves to really raise into a whole different version of us that is so beautiful and unique and pure and positive. So we're going to continue doing that as we move into 2020. So celebrate this last year, this last month of a decade for December. Really, really fun. Okay, so Gayton says, working out feels great right now. Yes, uncomfortable growth is good. Absolutely. Renee says, can't believe I'm going to see 2020. Y2K was surprised. Yes, lots of awareness of the Y2K. Yeah, there's like this whole thing that we thought the world was going to end, right? When 2000 hit. Now we're 20 years in and we feel pretty good, right? So pretty cool to reflect on that. I love that reflection. And yeah, like how Gayton said, uncomfortable growth is good, absolutely. And that's why it's so important to reflect on that and be proud of the uncomfortable growth that you've already experienced, that you've gotten through. Because if you're experiencing that in the present time, you know that you can get through it because it's happened in the past. And maybe you felt the same way in the past where you're like, I don't know how I'm going to get through this. I don't know what I'm going to do. This is so uncomfortable. What do I do? And then you got through it, right? And now you're here. Maybe you're experiencing it again, or maybe you're seeing somebody experience that, and you can say, listen, you're going to get through this. It's going to be okay. Ask for that divine intervention. Connect to your spirit. Know that this is a time for you and an opportunity for you to step into your power fully and to accept that energy. All right, so the end of the spirit messages is my little segment where I go through each area of life, work, love, family, and spiritual growth with an intuitive word, connection, and theme for that experience. So work life starts off with the intuitive word thrive. So in work life, we are going to be thriving. We are going to want to really focus on how to thrive in our work environment. What do we need to bring to the table for ourselves to be more productive in work life? And what do we need the work life to bring to the table for us to help us thrive in it? This is going to be the focus this week for work life, thriving, okay? Family life is all about speaking. Speak out the things that you haven't spoken. Be really aware of your truth and speak your truth 100% of the time with your family. Allow yourself to speak about things that maybe have been hard to speak about, or have conversations with family members that you haven't really wanted to have or have been afraid to have, and just speak on it because it's powerful to do so. And when you do so, there is healing involved, and that is how you can kind of release baggage of 2019 or earlier, so you don't have to take that with you in 2020. So have those conversations, speak up for yourself, and speak your truth completely in your family life. Then in spiritual growth, it's all about drive. Let your spirit drive. Let your spirit take the wheel. Don't let your conscious mind, your doubts, your ego, your shadow take the wheel. Let your spirit energy take the wheel. Let source take the wheel, because when it does, it will drive you into all of those improvements, all of that activation of your soul power, all of that appreciation and strength and acceleration of your expansion and your enlightenment. So let your spirit drive, and check in with yourself regularly on what you're letting drive you. If it's not your spirit, switch it up and get your spirit in that driver's seat. That's going to be so important for this next week as well. And then the love life word, intuitive word, is brave. Be brave in love. Be courageous. Be bold. Let yourself love. Trust that it's okay to love fully and to receive love fully. Have that courage to do so. If you've had a broken heart in the past, let that go and just step into bravery in new love. Let yourself just release those resistances that you might have, those doubts, those judgments, those fears, and just step into bravery and love in every way. Love boldly, love courageously, and love fully, because what do we have to lose? We always grow from any experience that might be difficult. And so even if something happens in the love life where you lose that partner, or you feel betrayed, or you lose trust, or you get your heart broken, guess what? You're going to be okay. You're going to find someone else. You're going to be sent into another aligned path. You're going to learn something from it. You're going to heal yourself through it. You're going to connect to source even more through that experience. So you don't have anything to lose. You have everything to gain. And even the worst case scenarios still bring you some kind of growth. So be brave in love. There's nothing holding you back. So just let yourself do that. Super important this week. So those are all the spirit messages. I'm going to go into astrology real quick to start off, and a little bit of numerology this week as well. The first astrological influence is on Tuesday, 12/2, Monday, that's tomorrow. 12/2 is Monday, and that's tomorrow. And so there's a lot of numbers here. We've got a lot of twos, and we're going to keep seeing twos throughout this month and next year with the 2020 year. And so this is already really tapping into the two energy. 12 is 1, 2, and then 2, obviously 2, right? And so twos, like I said, faith, unification, purpose, passion. 12 is mastery and alignment to those purposes and passions. 12 is also expansion and unlimited growth, and the ability to continue spiraling in that expansion. And so we're going to feel a lot of that as we move into 12/2 tomorrow. And Jupiter moves into Capricorn tomorrow as well, which gives us even more of a validation of expansion, of abundance and wealth, and rewards for things that we've been working on. Anything that you've really dedicated yourself to, that you've really tried to manifest or you've been working towards, you're going to see some rewards of that work pay off for you tomorrow and as we continue throughout this week. Massive improvements coming in with 12/2 energy and with this Jupiter moving into Capricorn. And Jupiter is going to be in Capricorn all the way until December 18th of 2020. So we're going to feel these massive improvements, these expansions of abundance and wealth, this maturity in our abundance mentality and maturity in our power all the way until next year. So this is going to be a beautiful year and a beautiful theme for this year as we step into it tomorrow. Then on 12/3, on Tuesday, we've got Mercury sextiling Pluto, which means that we're going to have some passionate communication show up for us and really feel into the signs of our communication showing up for us as well. These beautiful visions of our purpose and our path and what we want to have happen and what we speak into reality really showing up as well through that passionate awareness. And we're also going to feel some rebirth and commitments with the Pluto energy and Mercury. Mercury is about communication, commitments, confidence as well. And so we're going to feel with Pluto being a rebirthing energy, an expansive energy, and a passionate energy, that we're going to really feel rebirth and commitment. So you might notice that you have a new kind of wave of life and vitality in a love relationship that you've been committed to, or in a work relationship you've been committed to, or just in something you've been committed to personally. You're going to feel kind of a second wave, another kind of boost of energy there. That's going to be really beautiful. We also have a 369 code in astrology and numerology on that day, on Tuesday, which is going to introduce a lot of Tesla energy, which is the innovative energy. Nikola Tesla, the master innovator and alchemist, alchemist, such a powerful figure. And so he really represents a lot of that 369 code, because that's what he really studied a lot. He studied frequency and vibration, and he studied the numbers of 369 and how powerful those numbers were. And so we're going to feel that energy on Tuesday as well, which is going to encourage more innovation from us and more creative power. So anything that you need creativity for or innovation for, use and work on that on Tuesday. That will absolutely help you out with whatever projects you have. And then on 12/8, which is Sunday, next Sunday, when we join again here, we're going to have Sun squaring Neptune, which is going to be powerful. We're going to feel this activation of our action from the Sun, and square energy also promotes activation and action. And so we're going to feel more activation and action on our spiritual focus and on our creative focuses. So this is even going to be more of a boost in our creative energy and spiritual awareness. The 8 in the 12/8 is also representative of positive transformation and leadership and confidence. And then the number of 12/8/2019, it breaks down into the number 23, which is a very powerful lion's number, a courageous number, giving us big vision and boldness and confidence. And so this is going to be something that's really going to help us as well, just feel liberation and connection to our soul power at the end of the week on Sunday. We're also going to feel Venus sextiling Neptune on that day, which is going to bring us appreciation for beauty, really awareness of the beauty all around us and within us. And also will give us a nice, gentle, loving energy that will kind of open our heart and soften our heart, allowing us to love even more fully. And that's going to be a gorgeous energy to pair with that square, Sun square Neptune, and that bold, big transformation energy. So really, really good astrology reading as well for this week coming up, and nicely paired with the spirit messages I received as well. So lots of information for you there. So that's the astrological influences. Let me know how you feel, how you resonate with those, as I just check the comments real quick, seeing how we're doing. Andrea said, yes, I'm so excited for this. Yes, absolutely. Kelly Lee said, spirit, take the wheel. Yes, absolutely. So important. The Celestial Heart says, hi, Rissa and Soul Fam. Hello. Renee said, already started seeing twos, 2:22 a.m., 8:22 a.m., 10:22 a.m., all day today and prior twos. Yes, love that. Renee says, love that, Kelly, as well, with spirit, take the wheel. Absolutely. Linda says, I'm late. I'll have lots of time to catch the replay. Yes, Linda, no worries at all that you're late. We're still going to pull cards right now, so you haven't missed everything, and you can always watch it on the replay. And I encourage all of you to watch these readings throughout the week, because sometimes when we sit here on Sundays and we receive all that information and activation and guidance, then maybe by Wednesday or Tuesday even, or Thursday, we forget, and maybe we go through something. Maybe we have that inner conflict we talked about in the spirit messages, or we have a little contrast, or we have something go on with our family, and then we forget that we got these messages at the beginning of the week that tell us to speak up in our family experiences, or to call on divine intervention for our inner conflict, or to rise above contrast and appreciate it for what it is and what it provides us, right? So rewatching these readings in the middle of the week or even sooner can be really positive. Also sharing it with friends and family who you know resonate with this kind of thing, and who might need guidance for themselves, that you can kind of start a conversation about. This can be a really great segue into conversating about high vibration, or really tapping into even more personal information between you and a friend or a coworker or a family member through these readings. So I encourage you to share these readings with others as well, and make that a part of your practice in this way. I surely would appreciate it, so that we can keep this web of light of community building and growing, and to also just know that these readings are getting shared with as many people as I can, because that's really why I do it. I just want to be able to bring light and love into people's lives, and hope into people's lives, and guidance and validation and support, so that people don't feel alone. And especially around the holiday season, some people can feel really alone if they've lost their family, or they don't have a lot of people that they connect with. So these readings can be a really great way to provide support and love and comfort to them as well. So please share these readings with whoever you can as well. All right, so let's go ahead and take another 3 deep breaths to connect here, as right before we pull cards. I'm going to pull my cards out because some of them are still in their boxes. So as I'm doing this, just start to get nice and comfy, nice and relaxed. elongating the spine, kind of connecting to your spirit line of energy. We have a line of light that extends from our crown all the way to our root chakra along our spine. So just that's why we elongate our spine in meditation or in cleansing breath focus. So let's go ahead and just start by closing the eyes as a collective here, relaxing our whole body and taking a nice deep breath in. Big breath out to relax. Another deep breath in. Big breath out to relax fully. And another deep breath in, biggest one yet, opening up to all our spirit guides' messages through these cards for this week. Big breath out to relax, grounding our energy down into our body, into Mother Earth as we bring ourselves back. And you can keep your eyes closed if you want as you listen to the card reading, staying in that meditative space if you'd like to, or feel free to open your eyes and watch me pull these cards. I'm going to pull the first card from our Angels of Atlantis deck. That card came up right away. Middle of the week card from Spirit, the Healing with the Angels deck. Doreen Virtue deck. This is my first deck I ever had. Love this deck. And I didn't bring all my cards with me to Indiana because I'm still out here. So I've only had these 3 decks. And I'm hoping to get another deck for the new year, another Oracle deck or something. So I'm sure I'll have some more cards soon. And then the end of the week card from the Healing with the Angels, or I'm sorry, the Spirit Messages deck. That's what this one is. End of the week card coming through. There it is. Perfect. All right, let's see what we have as a summary for this energy of this week, 12/1 to 12/8. First card. Ooh, love this card. Beautiful. Zadikil with security. And this is a throat chakra card with the throat chakra teal energy here. And security is the message. And this is really speaking to me about feeling secure and speaking your truth, feeling secure and communicating with others, feeling secure and supported in the way in which you communicate with Spirit, reminding ourselves that no matter how you choose to communicate with Spirit, you're doing it the right way. There's no wrong way to communicate with Spirit. If you're calling on Spirit with your own voice and you're being true to yourself and you're recognizing that power of Spirit to communicate with you and connect with you and bring you whatever it needs, whatever you need, then you're doing it right. And there's really no way you could do it wrong, because if you're communicating with Spirit, then you're doing what you need to do. And however you communicate with it, nobody can judge you on how you communicate with Spirit. Your connection and your personal relationship with Spirit is your own, and it's important to feel secure in that connection and that communication with your Spirit as we move into the beginning of the week with this Sadikyo beautiful card. Security. Also reminding yourselves that it's important to feel secure. So what is it in your life that you need to feel more secure? Call on that divine intervention. Speak it out loud. Manifest it. Create it with your with your thoughts, with your speech, with your communication, with your commitment. And you will feel that security. And if you feel secure already, what makes you feel secure? Feel appreciation for that. Speak some gratitude into that security that you already feel as you manifest more of it by doing so. Really beautiful card. That card doesn't come up very often, so I like that card came up today. Middle of the week card. Ooh, love this card. This is another card that doesn't come up that often. Blessings. We are really stepping into a lot of blessings. We have blessings all around us. This is the middle of the week card, really letting us know that the angels are sprinkling blessings on us. They're answering our prayers. We had the middle of the week card last week, answered prayer. Now the middle of the week card this week is blessings. So cool. So we're seeing this kind of story unfold of really feeling our blessings come to us this week through those answered prayers from last week and through our connection and your communication to security, right? Really, really beautiful card. Blessings on the way. They're already here. Recognize the ones that are already here in your life. Feel grateful for the blessings you have, and more will come, and they are on their way. They're right here for us. End of the week card, just ask. Are you kidding me? Just ask is the end of the week card. We just talked about how important it is to just ask spirit for what we need, that divine intervention, and knowing that we're not in it on our own. This card also never comes up in readings. This is really cool that all these cards came up so divinely, and they don't come up that often, which is really beautiful. I love that. Sometimes we have similar cards repeating themselves, which means that the energy is kind of repeating itself a bit. We're kind of in the same space. But here, with these three cards, we're in a completely different space as we move into this first week of December. And this card encourages us to just ask Spirit what we need. Just ask for help. Just ask for that divine intervention. Know that you're not all in it all on your own, that you don't have to be the one figuring it all out. Just ask for that clarity and for that help and for that assistance. The card itself says there are many here in the spirit world that can assist you at this time. We are made up of the divine source, your loved ones, your friends, your guides, your angels, and spirit helpers who are waiting to assist you. We are your spiritual team, and all you have to do is ask for our help and guidance. Gorgeous, gorgeous card. I love all of these spirit hands in all their different forms, with the feathers, the key, the gears, the light shining onto us as we ask to receive, as we open to receive. And like I talked about earlier in the spirit messages, opening up to receive is so important, and we can't usually open to receive if we're still holding on to a bunch of baggage, if we're still holding on to negativity or negative expectations or pain or frustration or anger or resentment or jealousy or confusion. If we're still holding on to that, then it's going to be hard for us to open our hand and receive what Spirit is giving us. So let those things go and open to receiving something different, open to receive the light, open to receive the inner workings of your divine center, open to receive the keys of your path to success, open to receive those feathered blessings, those beautiful light-hearted energies that are welcoming you to more peace and prosperity. It's so important, okay? So security, the beginning of the week, middle of the week, blessings, end of the week, just ask. What a beautiful reading today. What a beautiful reading for this week. I hope this resonated with you well. If you have any questions or anything, please let me know. I will also tell you a few announcements that I have coming up before you leave. The first announcement, so exciting. I am going back to Belize. I am going back to Belize in April 18th to April 24th. Who is coming with me? We are going to be doing an Ethical Wizards and Wishes retreat. It's going to be absolutely amazing. We're going to be tapping into all of the inner workings of enchantment. And I say Ethical Wizards and Wishes retreat because there's such a stigma around witches and wizards and magic, that it's all dark and that it's all just unethical and dangerous, and it's not at all. And so I've connected with Master Merlin, the divine druid, the wizard, the sage, and I've channeled him a couple of times, as you all know if you've seen some of my channeled messages, which, by the way, I just posted a channeled message last week from Goddess Bastet, so definitely check that out. And I'm going to be posting a Maria of Maya channel that I actually channeled in Belize, which is so perfect. So I'm going to be posting that today or tomorrow so that you guys can tap into the spirit energy that was present in the resort in Belize that I had the divine opportunity to host a retreat in. And now I'm going back in April 18th to April 24th in Belize, Central America. It's gorgeous there. Caribbean paradise, the Caribbean Sea. We swim in it. It's beautiful. It's just it's just a bike ride away from the resort that we stay in. It's a vegan resort where you can tap into cleansing energy of your mind, body, and spirit, and amazing food. You also get to connect with the beautiful animals on the resort. We've got a beautiful pig, Rosie the pig, there that's just so cute. We've got a few doggies there that are adorable too. I saw a couple iguanas while I was out there. Just lots of really cool animals, beautiful birds everywhere. Lots of amazing water life, stingrays, dolphins, manatees. Go kayaking. We're also going to go to the Lamanai Mayan ruins, the ancient Mayan ruins. If you saw any of my pictures from the last retreat I did, I posted a bunch of pictures from the Mayan ruins. It was super activating. The energy vortexes there are unreal. So we're going to tap into all of that. We're also going to forge our own magic tools. We're going to make our own magic wands. We're going to make our own magic pentacles, our cups, our daggers. We're going to make a magic circle. We're going to do some ethical spells for abundance and releasing adversity and tapping into our shape-shifting capability by connecting to the elements and understanding our magical name and our magical guides as we do meditations to activate our enchantment and our inner wizard, our inner witch, whatever it is that you want to tap into. And it's going to be really beautiful, and Master Merlin is going to absolutely be there with us. I'm going to be channeling him, I'm sure, for the Channel and Chill segment of that retreat. So if you're interested in coming to this retreat, please message me, readingsbyrissa@gmail.com. Get on the list to be notified first of the information, because there is a set number. We're only accepting 12 people for this retreat. And so get your enchantment on with me in April, and get to it quick. Email me for information so that I can send you all the details and we can get your deposit set up so you can solidify your spot, okay? Really, really exciting. And you don't have to pay all at once. That's the biggest thing, is that you can just put your deposit in now to secure your spot, and then you can pay as you go before the retreat starts. So really, really important. April 18th to April 24th, back in Belize, Paradise, for the Ethical Wizards and Witches Retreat. Super exciting. And then the next announcement is that my coaching program is launching right now. So if you're interested in doing some one-on-one coaching with me, please message me as well at readingsbyrissa@gmail.com or at readingsbyrissa on Instagram, so that we can talk about my coaching programs, and talk about which one is the best fit for you. This is one-on-one deep private coaching with an intuitive development course accompanied with it, and tons of bonus features. Really, really fully loaded course for you. By the time you're done with this course, you're going to feel a completely empowered version of your spiritual self. You're going to feel that raise of vibration effortlessly. You're going to feel that intuitive self really on the surface and show up for you on multiple occasions and in multiple ways. And you're going to be able to recognize all the subtle energies that tell you about life and how to move and navigate through it. Really, really beautiful coaching program available to you as well. So message me if you're interested in that. Then I also am doing a little bit of a sale tomorrow, starting tomorrow, but I will say that I can only schedule the readings after tomorrow, because I'm on my way back to Indiana tomorrow, or to Arizona from Indiana tomorrow, so I won't be able to take any readings tomorrow. But I am going to drop the sale tomorrow for Cyber Monday, and it's 33% off all readings, okay? This is a really big sale. And so if you're interested in a general reading, a past life reading, an energy cleansing, a mediumship reading, or a combination of some, 30% off on all readings, okay? So that'll be 33% off whatever reading you decide to get with me. And I do all my readings via phone and video chat, and I do card pull, and I connect directly to your spirit guides for the majority of the reading without the cards, and it usually takes about an hour and a half depending on which reading you get. But 33% off all readings, so definitely message me if you're interested in that. readingsbyrissa@gmail.com or at readingsbyrissa on Instagram, okay? Super exciting. And then if you're in the Arizona area, I am having a Starseed Gathering event on the 7th at 7 p.m. That will be Saturday. And so if you're interested in joining me for a Starseed Gathering, where we'll talk about what it means to be a starseed and also talk about cosmic energy and help you connect to your cosmic family and galactic guides, then definitely message me for that as well, okay? I love you all so much. It's been a pleasure. There's Jaden back there. He's waving. He made his cameo. And it's been such a pleasure to connect with you today. Do you want to say hi? Do you want to say anything before you go?
Hi.
Are you excited for your party today?
Yeah.
We're going to go over and bowl. We're going to do some bowling today for Jaden's birthday. So I'm sure you all will be rooting him on to get those bowling strikes, right? Are you a pretty good bowler?
Yeah.
Yeah? I'm not great, so wish me luck.
And then when everybody leaves, we're going to play pool.
Oh, okay, and then we're going to play pool afterwards. Hey-o. All right, loves, thank you so much for joining me. It's been a pleasure. I love you all so much. I hope you have a wonderful week, and I will see you again next week at our regular time, 1:11 p.m. Central Time on Sunday. This next Sunday, I'll be back in Arizona, so we'll be back on schedule, and I'll see you then. I love you. I hope to hear from you all for the Belize trip, the coaching program, or some readings. Can't wait to connect. I love you. Peace. Leslie said, hey, Jaden, happy birthday. Linda said, hey, Jaden, party on. Leslie said, thank you, sister. Thank you, Vibers. Have a blissful week. Andrea says, yes, yes, yes. Love it all. So happy for this connection, so happy for this tribe of community we've created. Make sure you share your reading, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, make sure you comment, and make sure you check out all the other videos I have on my YouTube channel. I actually just put a playlist, a starseed playlist up of all these awesome songs that talk about cosmic energy and starseed energy. So it's a nice little mix, and I'm going to start dropping a lot of these kind of music mixes on my page as well. So the next one, I'm not sure when I'll drop it, but I'm working on a divine love mix, I'm working on a goddess mix, and a couple of others. So if you have any songs that you really think activate your energy or raise your vibration, send them my way and I'll add them to a playlist on this channel as well. It'll be really fun. So go to the playlist section, check out that Starseed playlist, and also check out the channeled message I posted last week. I'm going to be posting Maria of Maya channel this week as well from Belize, from my last trip there, so that you guys can tap in before April as well. All right, peace.